Hello indie game fans, I'm closing out the new releases of June in this video, where we have another lot of awesome titles split between 1.0 releases, smaller games I missed, updates, and a surprise release or two that you can play right now. Let's begin with TimeShifters, another boomer shooter that looks very retro, but more interestingly, it's inspired by games like Time Splitter and GoldenEye instead of Doom, Wolfenstein, Quake, or Hexen. The late 90s to early 2000s was a wild time for first-person shooters, where we will definitely begin to see more of such retro games paying tribute to that era, as the current indie developers have nostalgia for that, rather than the NES or SNES, which is a sobering thought that makes me question my own mortality, but this does indeed look pretty awesome and also has multiplayer support. I remember covering the Kickstarter campaign of The Dream of Shadowlands, which unfortunately was unsuccessful, but the developer persevered, releasing Episode 1 as a free introduction or demo to the game, and just releasing Episode 2 last month. It is a top-down action-adventure game with an awesome art style inspired by 90s anime, but from this footage, the gameplay does seem to be a little lackluster, but I do hope that this developer gets to realize their vision for the game in the long term. If you love roguelite tactics titles, Vactics is one to watch, where you're building a custom mech and using it to fend off enemy robots. This game is very minimalist visually, simply using black, red, and grey pixel art, which unfortunately might be to its detriment in this case since it doesn't look flashy, but I know of people that enjoyed the demo, so do check this out. I previewed The Lord of the Parties on this channel before, where it is a shoot 'em up RPG that may be worth a look. I always love the idea of incorporating more RPG elements into this genre, but this game does also have a fantasy theme which is different from the usual sci-fi ships. The art and overworld looks neat as well, and with plenty of upgrade systems, looks pretty compelling. The one thing that this trailer for Grindstone reminds me of is the unrelenting passage of time, where I distinctly remember being pretty jealous when this was released as an Apple Arcade exclusive in 2019, and here we are with the Steam release almost 3 years later. I did eventually play this on PC through the Epic Games Store and quite liked it, although I wouldn't put it on the same level as something like You Must Build a Boat, but if you love match 3s, do yourself a favour and check this out.
Enemy forces are approaching.
An awesome RTS city builder which was released in early access this year is Diplomacy is Not an Option, already selling a significant number of copies, where this is a survival RTS much like They Are Billions, but the default mode was essentially endless and only ended in defeat. The solution, however, is Challenge Mode, which in its current edition has 13 missions with a definitive objective or end, giving more structure to this game.
The enemy are massing on all sides.
There are plenty of other improvements, totaling at 11, which you can view via the Steam update post, where this game just keeps getting better and better and could end up being one of the greats.
The enemy are preparing their final assault. Our troops are under attack. Our fortifications are under attack.
Similarly, with an update to Dune Spice Wars, which adds multiplayer to this 4X RTS, so enjoy this awesome trailer.
The board is set. The native Fremen dream of creating a green Arrakis, while the Baron Harkonnen wants to paint it red. Smugglers who above all desire profit by turning the tables. The noble Atreides, bound by the whims of the Emperor, are blinded by their honor. The board is set. The Spice War begins.
Once upon a time, far above the land of Port Manacloud, a fierce and sudden storm sent a soul airship crashing down upon its ruins. While its pathways may seem menacing, with a little bit of pluck and determination, you can help Noah discover the secrets within.
We did get a surprise release of the not-so-indie Little Noah Scion of Paradise as well. Being a roguelite platformer, we are able to recruit a bunch of adorable familiars named Lilliputs to fight alongside with you, but I love seeing how very indie ideas like the roguelite platformer is finding its way to games from larger developers.
Dungeons, troves of treasures are waiting to be discovered, and stalwart allies are waiting to be met. Gather mana to repair Noah's airship, power up skills, and strengthen your newfound friends. Perseverance is power in this roguelite dungeon crawler. Call upon Lilliputs, faithful and powerful companions, to aid Noah in battle. With more than 40 different types to find, there's a combination for any situation. Each Lilliput has a unique set of skills. Combine their movesets to create the ultimate lineup to suit your playstyle. Up your combo potential by unlocking Noah's Ether Thrust ability to attack in any direction. And take your skills to the next level with powerful accessories scattered across the ruins. The pathways of Port Manacloud are in constant flux, rooms shifting and rewards changing with each new expedition. With new routes come not only new discoveries, but powerful fiends and traps to ensnare you. What awaits you at the end of your journey? On your expeditions, you may encounter challenges to test your mettle. Skill and precision aren't easily mastered, but are bountifully rewarded. Make sure to explore every nook and cranny of the ruins. Strength-enhancing crystals, powerful companions, accessories, and treasures galore are all yours for the taking, if you know where to look. Gold picked up on your adventures can be exchanged for items, recovery potions, rare companions, and additional accessories. If Noah gets knocked out while exploring, she'll be returned to the airship. Any Lilliputians or accessories obtained will be converted into mana, which can be used to power up Noah, repair your airship, and strengthen your bond with Lilliputians. Remember, failure is a small obstacle to overcome. Power up your airship and face the ruins once again with newfound resilience. Landing attacks will fill up Noah's avatar burst gauge. An ace up your sleeve to wipe out foes with a relentless assault. Master Noah's various avatar forms and wreak elemental havoc on your foes. Challenging and formidable boss battles may be lurking around the next corner. But no trial is insurmountable as long as you stay determined. Practice makes perfect. And who is Gray? And what are his intentions with you? Where does the key to this mystery lie?
来るか遺跡の鍵よ
I have a little bit of a twist here with Mother Gunship Forge, the VR sequel to a roguelite first-person shooter from 2018 which was alright, and it did always strangely seem like more of a VR title to me. The best part of this game is that you're able to customize your weapons, of which there are lots of component parts to choose from, looking like a great fit for the VR format. We do have the 1.0 release of Tokoyo, the Tower of Perpetuity as well, a pixel art roguelike platformer from a Japanese developer that is pretty interesting, having what I describe as Japanese pixel art with the lack of bold outlines, but does have a twist in terms of gameplay. You are trapped in an ever-changing tower, which morphs every 24 hours, taking the daily run concept to a whole new level, where it is about racing to the top as quickly as you can. Most interestingly, all characters lack a basic attack, so the game doesn't flow like others in the genre such as Rogue Legacy, where you get occasional bursts of special abilities to clear out enemies instead. This turns it into more of a platforming and dodging challenge while still retaining the combat portion, being a neat little title taking the #1 spot. For more roguelites, watch these videos and I will see you after the jump.